let's say a very good morning to Barry Bannan, who starred in the game, and what a comeback. I don't think he could have played in anything, even as a kid, a comeback like that, surely. Barry joins us now. Barry, a very good morning.
Good morning, Baz.
Good morning, lads.
How's the heat?
I'm actually not too bad, to be honest. Just a bit tired. Couldn't obviously sleep. Obviously, you can't sleep after things like that. But I text Moose this morning, first thing, remembering him, what he said, because not long before he was on Hawksby and Jacob, he was texting me best wishes and stuff, and then I hear him on there. I hear him on there afterwards, about an hour afterwards, when I'm driving up to the game, basically writing us off. So,
what does this say about you, Barry, captain, and your teammates, the manager, what you've all been through after the game? You know, the fans wasn't happy losing 4-0, but it just shows what team spirit and a positive home fan base can do. Yeah,
well, the manager played a big part. Obviously, you'll have self-doubt. A lot of people in the changing room had a bit of doubt, obviously, as you would after going 4-0 down after the first leg. But the gaffer installed into us all week by showing us like Champions League comebacks from Liverpool and previous teams that have done it. And slowly but surely, as the week went on, I think more and more people in the changing room started to believe, and I think that was a big thing getting into the game yesterday. I don't think it was anything to do with tactics or anything else. It was just about going out to that pitch and believing and giving your all. And you know, if you can get these fans behind you, anything's possible. And I think that's what happened last night. We got an early goal, the place erupted, and then Peterborough are a young team, a good team at that, but I think they were a young team and they weren't used to that atmosphere, and they kind of went under a little bit.
Do you know what, Barney? A lot of people would say, because I remember thinking and listening to people after the first leg saying, what's a joke? We've got to revamp the playoffs. How can you finish 19 points clear and then get beat 4-0 and be out? You know, many people thought you were out. So a lot of people were saying, well, that not justice, but they were saying, well done Wednesday. You know, you deserve to come up. You know, when you look at where you finished in the league, and a lot of people will be delighted with that. They probably didn't think it was going to happen, but they will be happy.
No, definitely. I think obviously we finished 19 points above Peterborough in the season, so. But that's the playoffs. It's been there for years, so you can't take anything for granted. You're going to the playoffs knowing that anything's possible. You've seen it over the years where teams are finishing third and teams come in sixth in the last day and end up
momentum
and going up. But we had to deal with a lot, really, because we had 96 points and never went up automatically. So we had to recover from that as well, going into the playoffs and try and pick the team up from that. But
Barry, why didn't you come up? Was it too many missed chances? Because, you know, I was following Ipswich and Plymouth were a good side. Was it just a case of, you know, you should have put teams to the sword and didn't?
We lost games that we probably shouldn't have, Al. But we went on a 23 game unbeaten run, I think, probably at the wrong time. Because then when we came off that run and lost a few, Plymouth and Ipswich just they caught us at the right time, really, and you've got to take your hat off to them, because sometimes teams are just better, and I think they were better overall in the season. But like I said, we got 96 points and never went up, so we had to pick ourselves up and go again, and that's what we've done.
Yeah,
so, sorry, go on, Gap.
I was going to say the expectation as well, Baz. You've been there a long time now, played over 300 games. This club needs to be back in the Championship. Then it needs to look at going back to the Premier League, doesn't it, mate?
Yeah, well, you could see last night, I've spoke to people this morning, and all they've spoke about was the atmosphere and things like that. You played there, Gabby, as well when you were younger. It's an amazing
Debatable.
Mate, I had 8 games, Baz. They drove me down the M1 back to Birmingham. I was that bad.
You still got your Sheffield Wednesday cushion, Barry.
No, they're a massive club in the fan base, and they really love the football in the city. So since I've come here, they've been great to me, and I think they do deserve to be higher than League One. But we are where we are for a reason, and it's up to us as players to get us out of this league and up to where this club belongs.
How was you probably kept well away from him, but how was Darren Fergie after the game? He must have been spewing.
I went into the back room to do an interview with the EFL, and he was in there, and I bumped into him. I got kind of a wee bit scared. I didn't know what to say to him. I was like, I panicked, but no, he was obviously gutted, but as you would be after throwing away a 4-0 lead. But no, he was obviously not happy, but someone had to lose, I guess.
Barry, it's not a loaded question here, but Barnsley Bolton, you know, do you have a preference, or is it a case of, look, you know, it's going to be a final, anything can happen, we'll take who we get?
No, not really. We've played both. I think Barnsley beat us both games. We beat Bolton and drew with Bolton, so
it's Bolton then.
Yeah, basically. No, I think the Barnsley game will be good because that'll be a bit of a derby. So that'll be good for.
Of course it will, yeah.
There's a bit of edge to that as well. So no, we're not really bothered. We're just glad that we've gave ourselves a chance to get into the Championship next season. So, like I said, a lot of people writ us off, but we're in the final now. We know it's only job half done, but in a good position.
What happens now, Baz? Is it, you know, just warm downs, massages, bit of pool, bit of rondos?
Massages.
Yes.
Just because you're going home for one today. Massages.
You know what I mean, though? It'd be little bits of training, won't it, Baz, where no slide tackling, stay on your feet. You don't want no injuries, do you, now, in the training part? Touch wood.
Yeah, well, I think we've got... It was a really hard game last night. I think we put a lot into it, so we've got a couple of days off now. We're back in Sunday, and then we'll obviously know who we're playing against by Sunday as well. So we'll watch videos, and like you said, yeah, it'll be we'll get to work next week. But like you said, it'll be hopefully non-contact, try to keep everybody fresh and fit for the final.
Well, Barry, listen, good luck whoever you get, pal. I hope I'm not nothing against Barnes or Bolton. I hope you do it. Big club, and you'll take thousands down there. So I hope you do it, mate. And
and hopefully the Moose doesn't comment until after the final.
No. And Barry, hail, get in there.
Love that. Brilliant.
Cheers, pal.
Top man, Baz.
Thank you.
Thank you, mate.
Gabby, before we break, I've just got to pull you up here.
This guy. What's
up
with you?
You know, normally it's Mayfair, but I like Chinese food now. I go to Soho a lot. You have mentioned massages 4 times this morning. You sure it's chopsticks and food you like? 9:43.
talkSPORT Breakfast with Alan Brazil. Thursday and Friday morning, 6 till 10. On AM, on DAB, via the talkSPORT app and on your smart speaker. talkSPORT.